Hey, Steve here again with another exciting episode of the MRE ration taste test. This is an Australian Defence Force combat ration one man. Menu build 2019 to 2020, as you can see right there. This is a menu E. And thank you, Rachel, for sending this. I greatly appreciate it. She kind of hooked me up on this. And if you need any rations from her, she is on Facebook. I'll put her full name on the comments down below, so you can take a look at her name. And if you need any rations, send her a message on Facebook. But let's go ahead and get this thing open. Give it a try. See what all is in this. Alright. Product of New Zealand, bread. So that's first and foremost. Instant mashed potatoes. Green Seas tuna. M&M's. Oh, that's kind of cool. Little case for holding matches, as you can see. That's kind of cool. I like that. Striker on the bottom, striker on the top. Chocolate chip cake. Natural muesli with fruits and seeds. Processed cheddar cheese. Itty bitty can. The sweetened condensed milk. Chicken korma. Contains milk and soy. Never had chicken korma even when I lived in Australia. So that's going to be something new. Little napkins. Accessory packet. We'll bust that open in just a minute. Werther's Original. These are awesome. Strawberry jam. Oh God, Vegemite. When I lived in Australia, Australians, they swore by this stuff. I'm getting ready to upset a lot of Australians. This is nasty. I will not be eating this in this MRE taste test. I know what it tastes like. Not recommended, but hey, each his own. Vegemite is 100% pure yeast. Yeast belongs in beer, not in spread. Spoken like a true American, right? Biscuit jam sandwich. Biscuit cream cracker. Whole grain cereal bar with fruit and chia seeds. I guess it's like the chia pet. You know, the ones you get for holidays. Alright, got a all fruit bar, raspberry. Beef and pasta. That's going to be good. Protein drink, coffee flavored. That's a new one. Jack Link's peppered steak bar. Yum, yum, yum. Chocolate ration, 50 grams. That's a good size ration. Extra bag. Little scouring pad. Make sure that your cooking utensils are nice and clean. I like that idea. Isotonic drink powder, wild berry. Non-dairy creamer. Creamy chicken soup. Add contents to boiling water. That should be decent. Their version of the MRE spoon. That's got robust to it. I might think that the Australian version of the MRE spoon is a little bit better than the US on this point. That's a hard one to do. Alright, as you can see, the menu packet totally empty. Alright, this is everything in that packet. Ration components. Ration one-man meal. I'll go ahead and hold this here so you can pause it, read it, do whatever you like with it. And again, with the same on the back. Everything right there. We'll put that over there. Now let's go ahead and open up this accessory packet. See what's in that. Get a good little assortment with it. Alright, first off, you got 3 rubber bands. That'd be good. You ever need to close something up, make a little slingshot, do whatever. Salt, Tabasco sauce, instant coffee, big creamer packet for a little instant coffee. Keep that there. Oh, okay, now I see why you got 2 instant coffees. Sugar, 2 packets of those. 2 packs of the Mentos. Don't add those to Diet Coke, by the way, it will blow. Tea bag. 2 tea bags. Wow, I'm holding my own tea bag. Check that out. For those of you who are older, you will understand that joke. Ketchup and black pepper. Surprising, no salt. Oh, never mind. It is salt. Duh, I just read that. And a improvised P38. I like that one. It's got the little hand hold right there. Just pop it right on open. Bottle cap opener. I like that one. I think I'm going to be using this from now on instead of my little P38. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and back up here and do a quick pan around so you can see all that's in this 24-hour ration. It is a whole lot of stuff to go through. Just remember, keep in mind, if you're using toothpaste in the field, which I hope you are, please, whatever you do not mistake those tubes for toothpaste, especially the Vegemite. You'll only do that once, I promise you. And back on out. That's a good little layout of food right there. So I will be back, and as Steve1989 says, let's get this on a tray. Alright everyone, welcome back. I went ahead and heated up some water for breakfast. I am going to have the natural muesli with seeds, some whole grain cereal bar with fruit and chia seeds, and I'm going to mix up the muesli with the sugar and non-dairy creamer, see how it tastes. And for the drink, I'm going to have this protein drink, coffee flavored. I want to see what this is all about. And the very bottom of this reads, "This product is not suitable for children under 15 years of age or pregnant women. Should only be used under medical or diabetic supervision." Well, I don't have a doctor around for medical or diabetic supervision, so I'm eating it anyway. We're drinking it. And as you can see, all right there. So, got the cold water. Hopefully it's 200 milliliters of it. And I got some boiling water for the muesli. So, let's go ahead, get this stuff ripped open, try it out, all that good stuff. Might add a little bit too much water to that. I think I did. Now let's give it a little stir. In fact, I know I did. Hopefully it soaks most of it up. I really hate eating runny muesli, which I think I'm going to be doing. Okay, well, that's muesli. And yes, I'm eating out of a measuring cup. Let's go ahead and get this drink mixed up. It says you use with cold or hot water. So I'm using cold water. And one of the biggest complaints I have about this MRE, I wish that it had an MRE heater in it. Because when you're out in the field, mixing this stuff up with cold water, it's going to take forever and a day to try to get it to heat up and resaturated and all that good stuff, rehydrated. So, yeah, they don't have any of the cold water or any water heater for the MRE whatsoever on this. I wish it had it. They've got the matches, but no stove or FRH or anything like that. So, oh, that's pretty good. Without further ado, get this coffee drink mixed up. And it's in a little poopy glass. So I'm hoping this is not a thing of things to come. Which I'm pretty sure it will be. Little TMI, I don't care. We're all adults here. You know what the body does when it has coffee. Make sure I got all this mixed up. Or even a retort pouch for the FRH to hold the water for that muesli to be mixed up. That would be a great addition to this. And it's really the only problem I see so far. Okay, I think that should be good. Wow. Okay, not a big fan of that coffee drink. Not a big fan at all. That, it's pretty nasty. I know I used that poopy glass, but wow, it's hard to describe. That's pretty rough. That needs a flavor to it big time. So I am going to add some coffee to it to give it some flavor. And this is almost done. Yeah, that one's a little rough. Freeze-dried coffee. Not a clue who makes it. This is instant coffee. So let's add that to it. Okay, like I was saying about the FRH, freeze-dried instant coffee does not want to mix with cold water. As you can see, it just does not want to mix. So an FRH is definitely needed for this this ration. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dig into the breakfast here. See how that one's going to taste. Try to let that sit a little bit. Hopefully that freeze-dried coffee will rehydrate. Now I've had muesli from all over the world. Italy, Germany, France, Russia. When I lived in Australia, I never did have the muesli there. I wish I did. This stuff's pretty good. Chunks of pineapple, apricot, cherries, cranberry, oats. Look like kiwi in it. It's actually pretty good. No sugar needed for it. No creamer needed for it. Just dig in and go. You can definitely taste pineapple. It is prevalent in this muesli. Even though it's a little runny, still very good. Alright, I don't need the creamer or the sugar. You can use that with the other coffee I've got. And yes, I'll say it again. I done teabagged myself. Joking. So far breakfast is pretty good, except for that coffee drink, that coffee flavored isotonic. That was a letdown. Alright, see what this whole grain cereal bar with fruit and chia seeds tastes like. See if I can grow a chia pet in my stomach. Kind of like chewy granola bar. Not too bad. Packaged on March 19, 2019 at 12:47. According to the package anyway. It's not that bad at all. Very good with that muesli. Hopefully crystal is set up long enough to where it dissolves. Somewhat. Okay. Even with that coffee, I don't recommend that stuff. God, this stuff's nasty. Almost as nasty as that Vegemite. And I know a lot of people on here that like Vegemite. They're probably yelling at me or laughing at me behind the scenes. Wow, that stuff. Oh God, no. Just no. Not a big fan of that. I don't think there's an amount of sugar or creamer that you can add to that drink to make it palatable or taste good. Alright, and with that in mind, I think that's going to do it for breakfast. And I will be back with lunch. Hi everyone, I'm back. It's time for lunch. And let's see what lunch brings. I went ahead and preheated some water because I'm going to have the beef and pasta, instant mashed potatoes, some bread, Product New Zealand, all that good stuff. And for the drink, I'm going to try the Wild Berry Isotonic Drink Powder. Let's go ahead and get this stuff opened up and get it set out to eat. And yes, I do have water mixed, or water already in my little cup here. Give that a little shot. Tell you one thing, that wild berry drink powder smells a lot like detergent. It's got a weird smell to it. Tastes a lot like detergent too. But I'm a glutton for punishment. So we're going to go ahead and give this a try. All that good stuff. So, and when I was saying I wish this thing had a heater to it, I really do wish it did. Got it heating up in a little pot of water I had boiling with my mashed potatoes. Let's go ahead and see what this stuff looks like. It's supposed to be the beef and pasta. Looks pretty good. Not too bad. And the reason why I'm putting it in a measuring cup, because I'm going to add my mashed potatoes to that after I add boiling water to it. Luckily, I can go ahead and add water to this retort pouch because it's got a little Ziploc seal on it. So after I pour the water in, I'm just go ahead and mix it on up. Oh, that looks great. It's got butter mixed in it and everything. That looks great. Of course, I don't want to seal. Add a little bit more water to it. It's got some butter to it, salt, from what I can tell by the look. That looks awesome. I hope that tastes good. Tastes better than it looks. But yeah, it's the only way to eat on the go. Mix this on in here. Try some of the mashed potatoes by themselves real quick. Alright, those mashed potatoes are awesome. Those are good. That's real good. The beef stuff with the potatoes mixed in, the way to do it. Oh, good stuff. Add a little bit of salt to it. Just a little. Taste the pepper with the beef. Tastes pretty good. Oh God, that's good. Heat up the cheese a little bit. That in some hot water there. I believe the cheese will go good with the bread. It's a really good combo. Dry this off a little bit. I'm going to try this handy dandy little can opener here. No hiss. That's a good thing. I don't think I'd like to get a hiss from my cheese. I will say this can opener is a lot easier to use than the P38. You don't put too much tension on your thumbs. It's a lot more comfortable to use on the can upon opening. It takes a bigger bite, a lot easier to cut through. Cleaned up a little bit. Oh geez, looks great. I'm going to keep the sweetened condensed milk in the tube. Same with the strawberry jam. And I'm going to keep it in the tube. I'm not going to open them. And of course, the Vegemite, I'm really not going to open. I want to keep those just as is, because I have never seen the condensed milk nor the strawberry jam in a toothpaste tube before. Bread feels nice and soft. No little packet inside, oxygen remover, but the bread feels nice and soft, nice and moist, like you bought it from the store. Got that oxygen absorber. I'm kind of glad it does. Get another bite of these. God, this stuff's good. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a knife real quick. Okay, I'm back. Had to get a butter knife. I'm going to try to put this cheese on the bread to see just how well it spreads. It's kind of like spreading hard butter. Cheese is pretty good. It has the consistency of butter, but the taste of Velveeta cheese singles that you buy at the store. Cheese is awesome. That cheese definitely pairs well with that bread. Bread's not dry, not too dry. That cheese is perfect consistency. Good stuff. Now let's go ahead and give this detergent smelling liquid a try. Tastes a lot like dishwashing detergent mixed with strawberry. Best way I could describe that one. Wow. Okay. I normally don't do this. I really don't. I normally suck it up and drink what's in front of me and eat what's in front of me. But this is one of those times where this drink will be going out in the yard to possibly water the grass. Hopefully it doesn't kill the grass. I'm going to stick to the tried and true Coke. God, that will. I'm hoping I don't start burping or farting bubbles. Because, yeah, that's a real strong detergent taste. Excuse me. Oh. Okay, for the people still in Australia in the military and having to eat these things, I feel sorry for you having to drink those drinks. Oh, good Lord. That's rough. Wow. Let me get more of my Velveeta butter. This beef stew with the mashed potatoes, nice and hot. Definitely a good morale boost. Especially if you're in the field, you don't have access to food. Hopefully you got access to water, because you're going to need it to rehydrate the mashed potatoes. I couldn't imagine eating that beef stew cold. It is a bad idea all the way around. Set that there. You could definitely eat that cheese plain by itself. It is that good. guess that's why the Australians include that little scouring pad. Not only can you clean your utensils with it, but you can add some of that detergent drink mix to it and really give it a good clean. Another thing I thought about this cheese, if you were able to melt it down, you could add to your mashed potatoes and have some cheesy, creamy mashed potatoes. That would be good too. Okay. A couple things I'm not going to do here. I'm not going to eat that Vegemite nor the toothpaste tubes. I'm going to keep those as is. Me and tea do not get along. I will not be drinking these. That coffee, I'm still in the air about, I don't know if I'll mix it up or not. If I don't, rest assured I want to be enjoying it on a cold day, sitting outside during sunrise, watching the sunrise, drinking a cup of coffee. So I think I'll do that. I think I'll keep the instant coffee as is. The biscuit jam sandwich, or as I call it, jam sandwich. I'm going to keep this for my girls. They love this stuff. As long as it isn't dry, like these biscuits. I'm pretty sure they're going to be dry, but the biscuit jam sandwich, I'm going to go ahead and get those for my youngest daughter. She loves them things. But in the meantime, I'm going to bust these open and see what they taste like. That's why at least I can honestly say I tried it. I'm not letting food go to waste. Nice big saltine cracker, thick, and it reminds me of the Russian crackers that you get in the Russian MRE. Just for giggles. Good God, you can just scoop this thing with a cracker. And that's some hard cheese too. Wow. No, I'll pass. That thing is harder than the Russian cracker. If I put an edge on that, sharpen it, and I throw it across the room like a throwing star, I'm pretty sure it's going to stick in the wall. That thing's hard. I'm going to leave that alone just as is. I'm going to use it to feed the squirrels. They love stuff like that. Hopefully the squirrels don't break their teeth on that one. You eat that, you're going to the dentist for a busted crown or a busted tooth, busted molar. And Yeah, it's going to cost you. So instead, I'm going to bust this open. That's a fruit bar. Raspberry, 40 grams. Raspberry is always good. See how this stuff tastes. Nice and sticky. That's good. That fruit bar is a lot like raspberry jelly. Zip solidified. Best way I could describe it. That one's very, very good. For dinner, I'm going to go ahead and have the creamy chicken soup, the tuna, the chicken korma, and I'll be eating that for dessert with the chocolate chip cake. The beef jerky, I'm going to save that for when I go on a nice little camping trip. Same with the M&Ms. And the Werther's Original would be good just if you're walking. You need some quick energy. Start popping those, eating them as you're walking. So, that's by this. God, that's good stuff. I'm going to break this off, or better yet, just put on down. I'm going to keep this for later. That'd be a good little snack. Put that in the fridge, a Ziploc bag, good to go. So, I'll be seeing y'all for dinner. Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm going to finish up with the chicken korma. I am going to leave out the creamy chicken soup and the tuna. I am rather full from the breakfast and lunch. So I had put chicken korma into the pot of boiling water. I don't want the other food to spoil or go bad for me not eating it, because I tend to eat everything, or want to eat everything from the MRE instead of wasting it. So that's why I'm going to leave them. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, just heated that up in boiling water, and yeah, she's hot now. So again, I am using my improvised tray. Got a measuring cup. So instead of let's get this on a tray, let's go ahead and get this in a cup. Yeah, go ahead and cut it open this time. Again, this is the chicken korma. Smells great. Looks kind of like what's left in the baby diaper. But it smells great. Get all this stuff out. Okay. I know a lot of people are laughing about that, but you know what? Without humor, the world is very, very dull. So I am going to eat this. I'm even leaving my chocolate chip cake behind. Not opening that. I am that full. This is a very filling meal. And yes, I am still drinking my Coke because, yeah, they don't have any other drink mixes to go with it other than tea or instant coffee. And me and tea just don't get along. Yeah, instant coffee, Chicken soup, I can go ahead and drink that like water. but I am a little too full for that, so I am just going to go ahead with the chicken korma. Without any further ado, let's get this started. Good chunk of chicken. It's really good. Taste the chicken, of course. Potatoes. Oleander. Basil. A slight bit of onion and garlic. It's actually good. Okay, if any Australians are listening to this, tell the government, especially if you're in the military, tell your uppers, your superiors, to add better drink mixes and more of them to this menu. Tell them that the biscuits are weapons. They are weaponized. Tell them back off that. And just, that's just not needed. But definitely need an FRH or a stove. Better retort pouches to heat them up with. And lay off of the biscuits and better drink mixes. Other than that, it'd be a perfect meal. Definitely got chunks of chicken. It's not that processed stuff either. Very tender. Meat just falls apart. The cheese was a hit. Gave it to my two daughters. They ate the cheese out of the can. Didn't want to mix it with anything. They just ate it as is. Chicken korma, supposed to be a mild, as in hot seasoning to it. The seasoning on this is perfect. It's not hot, just right. I don't even need to add salt to it. Very glad I saved this for last. Okay, and that pretty much concludes this episode of the MRE taste test of the E-menu. Like I said, I will put Rachel's information in the comments below, so feel free to contact her on Facebook. And she'll get you hooked up. But anyway, like I said, the things I got left is the creamy chicken soup, the green seas tuna. I'm saving that, along with the chocolate chip cake. I'm saving the M&Ms. If you don't know what those are, don't know what they taste like, go to the nearest drugstore, pick some up. Nearest store, drugstore, I don't care where it is, they all sell M&Ms. Same with the beef stick. The biscuit jam sandwich, again, I think the biscuits are weaponized, so I'm not even going to open that. Chocolate ration, I'm going to keep just as is. It's a good little souvenir. Doesn't say who it's from, who it's made by, nothing. It just says made in Australia, from imported and local ingredients. And that's all it is. So yeah, I'm keeping that. Coffee, that'll go good. Like I was saying earlier, sitting out on the porch watching the sun rise. Not going to touch those. And that should be about it. Oh, little toothpaste tubes I'm going to keep closed up, because yeah, you won't find that anywhere in the US. Little sealed tin, got the little top to poke it open. So this ain't going bad anytime soon. Plus it's going to be kept at a decent temperature. And packaged 12/16/2000 or 12/6/2019. And that's sweet condensed milk. That's a strawberry jam. And of course, death in a tube. Just say no. That will ruin your day. And like I said earlier, yeast belongs in beer, not in a toothpaste tube. It also contains malt barley. Again, those two ingredients belong in beer, liquid form. So y'all have a good one. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take it easy.